What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy John Doe coming at you with another video. And today, I want to speak to you guys about something very special. I was contemplating whether or not to include this in my graceful gratitude videos, but it occurred to me that perhaps I should share my knowledge, whatever that may be worth, however much I have, however little, with the rest of the world. So today, we are going to be talking about a very special beverage, wine. If you're a wine expert, let me know down in the comments below. This is going to be a how-to pick wine, enjoy wine, understand wine, etc., etc. So if you're a wine expert, let me know if I missed something down in the comments below. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm sure a wine expert who knows more than me would be happy to answer. However, seeing as how this is my channel and my video, I am now a self-proclaimed wine expert. Period. End of discussion. End of story. So, we are going to be talking about wine. Now, first things first, let me make one thing perfectly clear. Wine is great. I like wine. Whiskey, or beer, or vodka, for example, are lesser alcohols. Wine is the beverage of kings. Lancelot drank it. King Arthur drank it at the Round Table. Kings drink it. Jesus drank it at the Last Supper. He turned water into wine. Jesus himself prefers wine over water. If that isn't a good endorsement of the liquid, I don't know what is, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Wine is a luxury good. Drinking wine is very special. It's very good for you. It's good for your heart. It's good for your soul. Why is that? Well, like I said, because kings drink it, it is often seen as a status symbol. People see someone drinking wine, they go, oh, there goes someone sophisticated and intelligent, well-rounded, well-educated, aristocratic even, such as myself, but I don't mean to brag. Alcohol, counter to that, such as whiskey or beer, as I mentioned earlier, are fine. But they're not luxury drinks. Whiskey is for the Irish and the alcoholics. Beer is for frat guys and football games. And vodka is for communists and Russians. In order to understand wine, you need to think about why you want to drink it. When you go to the store and you look at wine, you have to understand that there are different types of wine. This bottle right here, which we'll be talking about, is Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet comes from the grapes in the French Bordeaux region. Cabernet has higher tannins, that is the compound in grape skins, and as such it is made with dark fruits, has a bit of an oaky taste, stronger, darker, not so fruity, more acidic, but it's very pleasant and it very well pleases the palate. I must admit that I have a bias towards reds, particularly Cabernets. Cabernets are probably the most popular wine brand outside of Chardonnays, which we will not be discussing because I've never drinking a Chardonnay. I'm more of a red wine guy. That's what I know. That's what I'm going to talk about. Moving on. Depending upon which type of wine you want to drink will depend greatly upon the situation for which it is needed. For example, is this a formal occasion like a wedding or a business meeting? Is it having a steak dinner with your family? Is it just you sitting at home listening to jazz and gospel hymns, such as myself, when I'm trying to connect with the Lord and the juice of life that He gifted us? Whatever the case, generally, and you can Google this, it is preferable that the wine you choose matches what you are eating, matches the tone of the evening, has the same weight, the same acidity, the same palatable infringements that is required to blend well with the evening at hand. Basically what I'm saying is, if you want to drink red wine, make sure that what you are eating is a red meat, such as beef Wellington, or prime rib, or pot roast. And actually, on that note, wine experts, sound off in the comments below. What type of wine fares better with lasagna? Lasagna is a pasta, and pasta pairs better with white wines, as does seafood. That's why it's champagne and caviar, not Cabernet and caviar. So please sound off in the comments below where that distinction lies. Pasta, the lasagna is a pasta, but it also has meat. It's very red. It blends well. I've had red wine with lasagna before, but I am very curious. So I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's say you want a nice Cabernet. Now, it is important to know that in spite of the fact that I spent about $70 on this bottle, that's not that expensive for wines. So don't feel like you have to break the bank or anything, okay? When you pick a wine, make sure that it doesn't have to be super expensive. You can buy a $70 bottle of wine, you can buy an $80 bottle of wine, you can buy a $100 bottle of wine. You don't have to be breaking the bank. You don't have to spend $2,000. There are $10,000 bottle of wines, there's $20,000, $30,000, etc., etc., etc. Especially when they are being bidded for, which is nuts. But to each his own. Now, considering the fact that this is a $70 bottle of wine, it is of lesser quality, naturally, than a $200 bottle of wine, which is naturally lesser quality than a $300 bottle of wine, than a $1,000 bottle of wine, and on it goes. It is a higher quality than a $10 bottle of wine, the store brand kind that you don't want, that you don't need anything to do with, that you should just avoid at all costs because most store brand stuff sucks, even if it's cheaper. Remember, just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's better. My parents hate when I get expensive wine. They get mad. And I keep telling them, I keep saying, just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's better. Oh, but you save money. Guess what? A Honda Civic might cost less than a Rolls Royce. A Rolls Royce is definitely of higher quality. It drives better. It lasts longer. It's handmade. Wine is the same thing. Wine and Rolls Royces are virtually the same thing. To summarize, let me get my foot out of here. The wine has to match the setting. If you're going to talk with somebody in a room in your pajamas, then sure, buy a $10 bottle of wine, buy a $5 bottle of wine. But if it's a formal dinner party, you're better off getting something nice, relatively in the 90 to 100 range. If it's something very formal like a wedding, I cannot stress this enough. Don't cheap out. You've got your wine. You bought a nice Cabernet. This, for example, is Stag's Leap from Napa Valley. Generally speaking, the best wines come from Italy, from France, and from Spain. This is from Napa Valley in California. I'd rather have a French wine or Italian myself, but it's fine. So now it comes down to enjoying the wine. So when you get a nice glass, make sure it's a stem. A stem. Don't get one of those ugly, stupid, hideous bowl wines without the, oh my God. When you hold the glass, I'm crossing my legs if you can't see because I'm very sophisticated. Hold it underneath as such. Not like this, not like this, like this. Make sure that the stem is between your middle finger and your ring finger. Or, if you do insist on being a weirdo and holding the glass like a caveman, please, 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 I cannot stress this enough, please remember to extend your pinky. Let me do it with this hand. Please remember to extend your pinky. It's fancy.
When in doubt, pinky out.
Now, pouring the bottle of wine. When you pour it, be sure to have one hand at least around the funnel and one hand on the base. Put your pointer finger on top of the tube and then pour. Don't go all out. You don't need to fill the glass. You don't need to fill it to the top. I think I probably poured a little more than I should have. But it's generally about a third of the way. Swish it, smell it. Enjoy that flavor. Smelling makes up most of tasting, need I remind you. I don't know who said that. I heard that in a show somewhere. Maybe it was a movie. Like 70% of taste is smell. I remember now. It was Everybody Loves Raymond. Frank loses his taste because he's on pills for his penis. I'm going to censor that because you should not be talking about genitalia while holding a glass of wine and being elegant and sophisticated. But Raymond Barone says that the majority of taste is smell. Now, I don't care, so I'm just going to believe him. Doesn't matter. Feel free to let me know if I'm wrong down in the comments below. But I'm the one holding the glass of wine, so I'll decide. Now that we have our glass of wine, be sure to sip. Don't chug, don't glug, don't suck it down. Wine is a classy drink. It deserves our respect and our appreciation. Just sip it and enjoy. Don't forget to make that sound. Very light, very light. Can't even hear it. When it comes to enjoying the wine, as I've just said, don't chug it, savor it, appreciate it. Swish it around in your mouth for a little, don't swallow right away. Understand the textures, the aromas, the flavor, what it says to you, what it says about the bottle, what it says about the manufacturer. Wine, you've tasted the wine. You're sitting at your table, you're in your suit, all the business executives are talking about stock portfolios, and then the food comes out. Let's say it's beef Wellington or cheese. Cheese and wine actually go great together. Nice cheddar, nice provolone, Munster Jack, all types of cheese, doesn't matter. Blend, mix, match, whatever you want to do. When it comes to eating, I don't have any food on me, so I'll have to explain this as carefully and as intricately as humanly possible, given the fact that I'm a dummy and I have a speech impediment. You get your food, you cut off your piece of your beef Wellington, chew it. Chew it 3 or 4 times. Again, don't choke it down, savor the flavor, appreciate it. Then, after you eat your beef Wellington and you swallow, you take a sip of your wine. Boom. Understand the 2 different flavors because red wine complements red meat perfectly. Red wine, red meat, common sense, right? They're both strong, they're both rich, they're both acidic, they both have rich tastes. And that needs to be understood. Because next time you eat your beef Wellington, you cut it up in your little fork and knife, and then you put it in your mouth, chew it, suck on it, savor the flavor. Then, before you chew it, you ever see the movie Ratatouille with the cartoon rat who becomes a cook, which is disgusting, but he does make a fair point. Before you swallow your beef Wellington, take a sip of wine, let the 2 flavors mix, let them contort, let them combine, let them transform, and give your palate, your taste buds, a brand new experience. Something that has never been tried before. Combine them, appreciate it, and enjoy. That's basically all there is to wine. Again, like I said, please don't chug it. To summarize everything in this video. Number 1, make sure that the wine matches the occasion. Number 2, Don't be intimidated by price tags. Spend a little. Number 3, always hold it from the base or with your pinky extended if you're gripping around the glass. Number 4, eat the food, sip the wine at the same time, combine the flavors, understand them, appreciate them. Number 5, be classy, be elegant. Wine is not a drink for bums. I get so mad when I see white trash losers sitting in a bar. Oh, I'm drinking wine, I'm so cool. No. Wine should be enjoyed. I don't have a 3-piece suit on. I don't have one with me. I didn't feel like going to buy one, but I should have. And I'm very unprofessional for that, and I apologize. However, it's very important that we maintain a sense of dignity and class and elegance in this world, because we live in a very unprecedented time where degeneracy and disgusting behavior is not just applauded but encouraged, and it's a little sad. So I don't consider myself to be a pretentious schmuck. I kind of just play one for the camera. But all things considered, if degeneracy is at such a degree now, I don't understand why we shouldn't counterbalance that with class and elegance. So, take it easy, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you feel like it, leave a like. Let me know if you like wine down in the comments below. Let me know if you're new to it, if you found this video helpful. There's thousands of people who know more about wine than I do. Like, I'm no expert. I just drink it. But that's okay. It's nice to enjoy the finer things in life. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll speak with you again soon. Get yourself a nice bottle of wine, turn on some jazz, and enjoy. Cheers. Oh, sorry. Cheers.